At home park, a vital match for Swindon Town as they struggle to lift themselves clear of the relegation zone. Haunting them, a dismal away record. They've lost the last 6 league games away from home. Opponents Argyle, who've had a midweek boost with that win against Wolves, they're just 2 points above them in the table. But new manager Glenn Hoddle now must be hopeful with the return to the lineup of midfield strongman Ross McLaren after his suspension. The first quarter had the home team running at the Swindon defence. They were allowed free range with long shots, effective, but for the last barrier, Fraser Digby. In the 17th minute came the first of the free kicks, which were Swindon's downfall in the afternoon. Swindon failed to clear it properly, and there with a cracking shot was Andy Morrison. It wasn't long before Swindon picked themselves up. Adi Viveash finding Mickey Hazard, man of the match for my money, who bobbled a shot in and caught the keeper wrong-footed. Swindon's first goal came with a run on the right by David Kerslake. He gets round his man and the high cross is met by the tall Viveash. It's set up in the melee for Hazard to find the net. The replay shows that the man on loan from Southampton, Paul Rideout, uses his body to tee up the ball. Rideout, quiet in the first half, is still to come alive after a talking to by Glenn Hoddle during the break. But before that, another free kick, and for Swindon it spelled disaster again. Digby sprints out to punch the ball away. It goes straight to Argyle's Dennis Salmon, who has virtually an open goal mouth. 2-1 to Plymouth at half-time. After the break, Swindon came back with Rideout providing Duncan Shearer with his 20th goal of the season. Rideout runs at his man, puts the ball into space, and Shearer intercepts with his head. A sweet goal. That goal was the trigger for Swindon to turn on the midfield domination. They began to play nice football, denying Plymouth possession for long periods. The frustration was that on some occasions like this, they appeared to be falling into the old habit of not providing the effective finishing touch. But in the 65th minute, Swindon were turning the tables on Argyle. From this free kick for a handball, which was quickly taken, Kerslake was to flick on and watch for Duncan Shearer's foot. There more by luck than anything else to fox the keeper. 3-2 to Swindon. The visitors, desperate for points, looked home and dry. This long kick upfield had Hazard beating the offside trap. This time, Shearer finds difficulty controlling the ball and shoots wide. But in the 81st minute, the free kick jinx once again. Argyle put it up into the wind. The ensuing mess in the goalmouth led to Viveash sticking a leg out as if to pass to Fraser. The replay shows the tragedy for Viveash, who'd been having a good game. Later, he was injured and had to leave the field. But Swindon, with substitute Fitzroy Simpson getting into the action, kept the pressure on to the final whistle. Argyle defended and afterwards felt themselves lucky to have come away with a point. For manager Hoddle, a handshake, but a frustrating afternoon watching his new charges. Glenn Hoddle's second match as manager, still no win. Yes,
that's true. That's the facts of the matter. But I was very encouraged with a lot of things that we did today, especially with the ball. We played a little bit of a new system, and the lads seemed to slip into that pretty easily. Just very disappointed in the goals we gave away, 3 set pieces.
Once we got back into the game and we're going 3-2 up, the type of football we were playing and was going to give us a win. We were defending better second half, but as we'd been warned all week, it was the vital second ball off free kicks that we didn't actually do very well on, and their 3 goals came from that.
People would expect a manager coming in, such as yourself, your status in football, results to happen immediately. This isn't happening. What's your answer to that?
Well, I think you've got to look at the results before I came. I mean, the lads haven't won for a long, long time. I think this is the first point they've got away from home for about 6 or 7 games. So it's difficult when you come in, and it takes time. You know, everyone wants instant success, and you would love it if if you got everything in life, that'd be great. But this is when you have to show a bit of character, and I'm sure that the tide will turn. I mean, it's a point. We were 2-1 down at half-time, so in some respects, we turned it right round in the second half and just let it go at the end.
3 points today would, I think, have eased an awful lot of pressure on us. 2 very hard away games coming up next week, which, if we play it today, I'm very hopeful that we'll get a result in one of them. And if we get a win, I think that could ease us. The next home game is going to be a vital one against Leicester.
Oh, what a fascinating afternoon down there at Home Park, sharing 6 goals, Certainly Glenn Hoddle's attacking influence showing there in the Swindon side. That's a very useful point. When you look at the table there, you see only 2 sides go down, so that's a pretty useful afternoon's work for them. We're now here at Ashton Gate, very important afternoon's work at the top end of the table for Bristol City. I thought they did a super job, could have won by more than the 1 goal. There they are, they go off now to Oldham and Brighton on the road, the destiny in their own hands. At least they're in that playoff zone.